Okay, guys, you are all welcome. Guys. Okay, guys, so we'll start in the next few minutes. We'll start in the next few minutes. Okay. I hope it's very clear over here. So now, these are some of the pairs I'm looking at. Let me show you my dashboard. What I'm looking at. Okay. So let's go to the index. So for anyone, if you want to analyze the market, check something. So if you want to analyze the market, the best place to start from is the index. Okay, the index. So we'll be looking at the index and see what is actually happening on the market. Then we can choose our strong pair and our weak pair and see how best we can deal with it. Okay, so the Japanese yen index. Let's look at the Japanese yen index. Okay, so if you have any question, any pair you want us to look at, you can also drop it in the comment section so that I can also look at it. Okay. Now with the Japanese yen index, currently For this pair, it's still trending down. Okay, it's still trending down. But at this point, I expect it to move to complete probably a harmonic pattern over here. Some of you call it the W pattern. So something like this. Okay, so maybe 88 around this level. Expecting it to get to this level to complete a possible bat pattern formation. So I'm expecting a little bit strength in the yen. I'm expecting a little bit strength in the yen. So at least get to this level so that it will form more of like a flat correction and drop from there. Okay. Now the DXY. Now the DXY has a long-term effect and a short-term effect. Now what I was expecting with the DXY. Okay, so this pattern is actually a deep graph pattern. So it should be ending at 1618, which should get to, so let's say 1618 around here. However, on the legs of from here, from the C to the D, when we expatiate or we try to open up the let me show you guys something. Let's go to the lower time frames and see what is happening. Now on the lower time frame, this is what is happening. This is actually forming an ending diagonal. Okay, this is forming an ending diagonal. Now, I expect the yen to be weak for some time before the final move. So probably the yen could break a little, the dollar to at least fall to this or even break up to these levels before any other move. It will still go up, but I'm expecting a downward trend over here. Let me see what I can. This pattern for me over here, it's more like a rising wedge or an ending diagonal. So I'm expecting a bearish move from the dollar for some time before it starts or it continues going up to reach its intended price around 1618, 161.8 Fibonacci extension level. Okay. Now, so this is it for the dollar index. In the short term, I'm expecting a bearish move. Then later, we might see some strength coming in. With the Swiss franc index, the downward move is still in place. The downward move is still in place. It's been so the move that happened was this. So the Swiss franc index, we had a flat correction, which looked more of, let's see. So it looked more of a regular flat correction over here. Okay. Now, after this move, after we had this move, what happened was that we saw a downward move of this pair. So I caught it from the top. Actually, I caught this move from the top. Now, the reason why I got to know that this move was, falling, was when it gave us an ending diagonal. Getting to the end of the move, we saw an ending diagonal over there. So this was the ending diagonal. You can call it a rising wedge or anything. Okay. So this was more like an ending diagonal. Okay. Remember, when you are actually changing or you want to draw a trend line, I would advise that you want to switch the chart to a line chart to give you the tops very clear. Okay. So when you are drawing a trend line, try and change the chart to a line chart to get some level of accuracy. Line chart is perfect when you are drawing a trend line. Okay. So basically, that's it. So this move helped me to identify the fact that the flat correction was about to end. And when it ended, from here down, or to this point was an impulsive move. We have a regular flat correction, a breakout of the regular flat correction. We are seeing another impulsive move down. Okay, so CHF is expected to be more weak. AUD still trending down. AUD still trending down. Okay. We still have more. So in the short term, we are seeing. Let's look at euro. Euro 2 is trending down. Euro 2 is trending down. Euro still has, but I'm expecting euro to give us some bullish signs. For now, I'm not seeing anything yet, but so euro is still trending down for now. Around this point, let me check something. So there might be a confluence over here. There might be a confluence to form a shark pattern over here. Okay. Might be a confluence. We might see some bullish trend of the euro very soon. So there might be some strength over here. I'm expecting some strength over here actually. Might be some strength over here. We don't know, but anything can happen. I'm expecting that. Now let's see the bullish. We should see a hammer or any reversal candlesticks happen over here. So far, we are not seeing any divergence yet. Let's check whether there was. Okay, so here you can see some level of divergence around here. You can see some level of divergence over here. So let's see what happens. I don't expect this one to break below. If it breaks below, then we cannot enter the market. But once there is divergence, let's hope and see whether this one will break up. But for now, euro is still trending now. Okay. We have the pound index. Okay, still trending down. I'm still expecting some recovery of the euro and the pound. I've not looked through the economic calendar, but if we should have some big news throughout the week, I might see some recovery. Okay, so Kabori Adama is saying XAE USD. I'll look at it. I'll look at the gold and see what we have over there. Now let's look at based on the indexes, the index. Sorry, let's look at the pairs that are performing, so that we can have a good approach of the market and see whether we can make zero opportunity there. Okay, guys, let's read to the chart. Let's read to the pair itself. So we have found JPY. Found JPY, amazing. So the goal was to have, probably this was a flat correction. So, for STR strategy, with Harmonics, we are supposed to enter D, but we entered C. In the short term, so 61.8, and so this is a shark or cipher pattern. Now it's possible, yes, the word is possible that it can get to 78 or 88 level. But let's look at the immediate pattern. Don't let us go so far. Let's look at the immediate. It's also creating another pattern over here. Right? So let's go to the 8 hour. Now when you take this was a break of market structure, the 61.8 level over here. So this was a breakout of market structure. We had this one. We'll go to the lower time frame, you see it more better. I have one of my small accounts. I'll show you guys what I'm doing on it. Now we are looking at this. This is actually so we had market mode from year to year. Okay. So it didn't break. We had this, all this swing low, swing highs. We had a swing low, swing highs to the top. Right. Now look at what was happening over here. Market forming. Now, when it got here, it started going up. So this was actually the breakout of market structure. This was the breakout. And we said that the breakout of market structure always forms the V of the pattern. Right? So we use smart money to actually add it to our harmonics. So we use the smart money to identify the V of the harmonic pattern. So it reverts to the C level, and this is our aggressive entry. For STR strategy, this is our aggressive entry. So we had our first trade around here. I've said this thing over and over again. Now, when you are entering, possibly you look for a divergence over here. Now we had a perfect divergence. We also had a breakout of the trend. Let's change it to a line chart. So it was more or less like this, right? Now it broke and it retested. Okay, it broke and it retested. We had our reversal candlestick. So we had our reversal candle. This is a very short profit candle. So it broke the trend. Once it broke the trend, we are looking for now. Once it breaks the trend, we are looking for our first take profit. We took our first take profit around the B level. So what we measure for with gold Forex Institute, for us, we don't trade like how many traders trade. We have a distinct way of analyzing the market. That has been the secret to the success over here. So we had the B at 61.8. So now this was our first take profit. So we came to hit our first take profit over here. I think we took it last week or so. Yeah. We sold over here and we were able to get, I think we made almost 600 pips on this move. And this move was very, very fast. I remember people were smiling in the group, the VIP group. From year to year, yes, it was 620 pips, you can see over here. So we made almost 600, over 600 pips over here. That was a great move. That alone, I think that alone made few guys pass their proprietary trading account. Just one move. think we had like 3 trades and everything went to our favor. Now we are expecting, so we are looking for take profit 2. Now take profit 2, if this one is 61.8, that means take profit 2 should be 78.6 to complete a Gartner pattern. That's the nearest fib level that could form another pattern. So that it will form a Gartner pattern. So what do you do from here? Now, so we use the smart money to identify the B of the harmonic pattern. Right? Now we use divergence for our entry to add on new trades because that's all we've taken this profit, we want to add on new trade. Now we go out to take the Elliott wave correction, which is so here was more or less like a running flat correction. Last week I was looking for this entry, I swear. So we had a running flat correction for, so we had a running flat correction like this, right? We had a running flat correction like this. Okay. So that means that we expect, so we are also using Elliott wave to add on new trades. So you can see divergence here, you can see harmonic pattern, you can see breakout of market structure in smart money concept, you can see Elliott wave corrections. And this is a running flat correction. If it breaks, we are going to our trade. So the system is very systematic. This is our entry. This is our next take profit. Right? We took our first one here. So this is our next take profit. Right. Your stop loss would have been around here. Now you can, if you've not joined, you can also wait for this trade. We entered around somewhere here. This, I think this morning I took one around somewhere here. Yeah, Friday's when I took it, I thought it was going to reverse over here. Right? So I took it here. It went up to form a bigger correction. So it rather went for a running flat. I thought the running flat would have started here, but it rather went up against. We had good stop loss around here, right? We calculated 3%, so it was quite good. Now we are using this race to target this reward. I think this one will be 1:3 race to reward ratio. Probably 1:2. Okay. So once it breaks this level, if you've not entered, you might want to wait for it to break this trend line. Okay, this trend line. You can, when you are drawing a trend line, please look for, change your chart to a line chart. Okay, change your chart to a line chart to get a perfect trend line. Now, once it breaks the trend line, you can add another position to the downside. And we are targeting 158.739 to complete the Gatling pattern. This is a perfect Gatling pattern. So this is it for pound JPY. This is for pound JPY. We are still waiting for the Gatling pattern. We are still bearish on pound JPY. As I told you, if you want to know how to analyze charts like this, right, combine smart money, harmonics, Elliott waves together to get a perfect swing. I'm a swing trader. Okay, I'm a swing trader, and I love to do other businesses. I love to work, lecture, do everything, and still be an active trader. I don't see why I should go to my laptop for monitoring. Since morning, this is my first time of checking the chart. Okay. And please don't risk too much on your account. Consistency, you see, STR has been created such that you don't need plenty trades. I think I was trying one of the proprietary firm. I wanted to actually partner with them and see how best I can get my students generate with that. And I took one of their packages, 5,000 USD. Okay, so it's 2,000 USD, and they gave me 5,000 USD to start with. And when I pass, I'm getting 2,000. I just want to see how their system works and everything. I think after 7 days, I've already passed. They've given me minimum of 30 days. Just 3 trades last week. You know, I'm a swinger, so I don't need plenty trades. So just 3 trades, 600 pips, 500 pips, and I've already passed in 1 week. I have to trade for 30 days, so I'm still waiting. Now, once I pass, I don't need that 30 days minimum. Once you pass, you pass, and I think that's CTI. So from this, I'm looking at taking the $70,000 to see how it's most likely. Once I'm convinced, I start with a partnership, then I can call everybody to join. I think this is it. This is it. Okay, this is the package. So I think this is what they give to me. This is what they give to me. Let me show you guys. So this is what they gave to me actually. So it was 5,000. The profit is 431. That means that I'm in profit of almost 10%. So 9 point something. So basically that's it. Let's move back to the chart. Now um, let's go to so our next one we are looking at is AED-JPY. AED-JPY is still weak, right? Okay, so this I'm not expecting. So from here, I'm just expecting the market at least to form a flat correction. I'm expecting a regular flat or a running flat here, right? Expecting a regular flat or running flat here. So this was the impulsive move. So a regular flat or running flat, then it moves up. Now, what is forming? How do we know how the regular flat or running flat? We can use our harmonic pattern to determine the end of this flat that is coming. It's actually coming down. But the harmonic patterns will actually tell us where it's getting to complete the correction. Okay. So let's look at it from the lower time frame and see what is happening. Now, we had our first ABC, another ABC. Now it's forming an ending diagonal. Okay, it's forming an ending diagonal. So A, B, C, D, E. Now let's look at where it's getting to. So we are drawing our harmonic pattern. Now we had this one forming this swing high, swing low. They are all swinging high, swinging low like that. Yes, moving like that. It's just systematic. This was the breakout of market structure. So this from the B. Right. Now we had an expanded flat correction over here. We had an expanded. So please, if you want to learn how to do this, don't forget to join our STR Strategy course. Okay. I get a lot of people trying to message me, trying to find out my strategy, how it works. I cannot see. A lot of people message me. Okay, someone is asking whether my bias for NZJP is still bearish. Yes, it's still bearish. It's still bearish. See, a lot of people try to DM me, asking me of how about my strategy, and for me, I can't. I do free courses. I do free foundation courses, and I can't do everything for free. People who are serious should be willing to pay a token to learn my course. I mean, my course is very different from other mentors that I see. I have different strategy. I combined about 4 advanced trading strategies together to form a complete strategy, and that is why my trades are most of the time very accurate. Okay, so, and I'm a swinger. You should be able to trade and do whatever you would love to do. Okay, trading should be more like a lifestyle. It's a job that you will be doing, but you should, if you allow trading to take out all your time, what if you lose all your money? Are you going to still go broke? You should be doing other business so that even if you lose some money, you can still get support from the other business to push you to start trading again. Because for me, I believe that the experience makes you a better trader. Everything I learned over the years. Even though I did some courses, I'm a big. Okay, someone is saying the sound is very low. So even though I did some courses, actually, let me check, guys. Okay, so even though I did some courses out there, I believe what I was taught, I already knew it. I've done courses in the UK and whatever, but these are things I even teach beginners. So I believe that trading, if you get a mentor who has that track record, who can actually mentor you to achieve that greatness, who has really made it. I mean, having the biggest Forex Institute in Ghana is not a joke. Resigning from 8 years banking experience and starting with no money, and less than 1 year, you become one of the biggest FS traders in Ghana. It's never a joke. 13 years on the market is never a joke. And I've learned a lot on the chart. So that is why when I'm speaking, I speak with, okay, guys, can you hear me now? Please, if you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me now, let me know. Guys, if you can hear me now, let me know. If you can hear me. I want to see if you can hear me. I hope you guys can hear me now. I think that's okay. Okay. I think it's better now. Not well. Okay. Is it okay now? Please, guys, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, I think it's perfect now. Okay. So now, how do we know, or how do we see this one going to, or where do we see this one going to? Now, this B was the break of market structure, actually. Okay. So what you have to do is actually to, this is the breakout of market structure. It formed an expanded flat correction, right? So our first trade was here. I think it was an STR strategy course, and they came and I told them that let's risk on this one because we are expecting a correction over here, right? So we are expecting an A, B, C correction over here. So once this one has gone for B and it has broken, let's risk it. So we had to risk it. Now I had 2 entries around that time. You see, in STR strategy, we only add on new trades when there is an earlier 2-wave correction. So we had an expanded flat correction over here, which also formed a harmonic pattern here. So we had a small harmonic pattern within a harmonic pattern. And this is, I think this is a cipher pattern, 78.6, okay. So this is more like a cipher pattern. It's also an expanded flat correction, right? Breakout of the correction, we call in for another trade entry. It broke out, retested, so it's dropping. Now, what is the way forward now? Now, you can see over here, it ended, the breakout of market structure ended at 50. That means that our trade is going to 88.6, which will form a bat pattern, right? Which is this level. Now, when it gets to this level, it should complete a bat pattern. That's the, it can even go further to alternative bat at 113. Okay. So we are going to, so it can even come to alternative bat at 113 here. Right. But the immediate one is the bat pattern. So we are just targeting the immediate one and let the rest, run. Now, if we see yen being weak around this price, then we can get out. But if it's still strong, then because yen, I am expecting yen to be strong up to, I think I drew the yen index here, you see. So I'm expecting it to move all the way to this level, right? So by the time this one completes, I'm sure the, what is the pattern? I'm sure the AUD, is it ZDJPY? The one with, let me see. No, it was AUDJPY. So I'm sure the AUDJPY would have been completed. Okay, it would have been completed to 88. So let's take it off. Now, it would have gotten to this level. Okay. So I'm expecting to get to this level. Once it gets to this level, this will be the completion of a running flat correction. So in this case, it will be impulse A, B, C running flat. Then after here, I'll look for divergence or whatever, which should take us to another level to the top. So for now, we are just trading the corrections. Remember, corrections takes a lot of time to form. Okay, so you need patience. Now, the reason why we entered here is that there was a running flat correction over here. This is a running flat correction. So this is a running flat correction. An ABC running flat correction here. Okay. There is a moment, guys. So we are expecting the running floor. After that, we should see the bears coming in, right? So I'm still bearish on AUDJPY to 88.640, right? Okay. Now let's look at the NZDJPY. Someone asked that question. Okay. So the whole pattern, let me remove it. So the whole pattern is this. Now we had a harmonic pattern over here. Okay, we had a harmonic pattern, right? Now when it completed, so this was actually an impulsive move, and this is forming a flat correction. Now, there are three types of Elliott wave corrections. We have the zigzag, the flat, and the triangles. Now, with the zigzag, if it was forming a zigzag, it would have formed this way, A, B to maybe A. Then we might have something like C, right? But this one, anytime you see A coming straight like this down, and the B gets to this level, you should know that a flat is about to happen. So that means that we are going down maybe to this level, to where it came from, the other block here, right? Then we can see an up move, okay? Okay, now let's expatiate the chart. Let's open the chart and see. We are still bearish on NZDJPY, right? Now, this is the chart. So we put our fib over here. Now, it ended at 50 fib. Yes, the live feed will be regular. I want to make it as regular as possible. Okay, I want to make it as regular as possible so that you guys can really enjoy it. I want to make it very regular. Okay, so now we had a 50 fib over here. Okay, we had a 50 fib over here. Now, 50 fib, it is neither a butterfly. Butterfly will end at 78.6. Alternative bat will end at 88.6. Okay, Gatling is 61.8. So 50 is either bat, crab, or probably alternative bat and the rest. Now, the closest one is the bat. So if this one formed 50 fib, right? If this one formed 50 fib, then what we are going to look at is our goal will be at the bat pattern. That's the closest fib level we are going to, right? Remember, the B is always the breakout of market structure. Now we are going to 88.6 fib, okay? We are going to 88.6 fib. So you can see that last week we had our first, I think about last 2 weeks or so, or about a month ago, we had our first trade around here. Now we saw this bearish engulfing candle giving us the green light to sell for this trade. There was a breakout of the C leg, okay? And I think there was even a divergence over there. I don't know, but I think there was divergence at that time. I can't remember, but I think so. Yes, I think there was divergence here, you can see. So we look out for more confirmation. STR is very powerful. The reason why I think it's very powerful is that it has so many confluences. Okay, we use many confluences for our entry, right? So this is giving a higher high, this is giving us a lower high. This is divergence. Now there was I think there was an evening star over here, right? That gave us the green light to sell for this trade. There was an evening star. Now, this 50, so we had our first sell over here. It came all the way to this level. Now, the reason why we ended at this level is that, look at something over here. A harmonic pattern also formed around this level. I think this was a bat pattern also. Let me check. Yes, it was a bat pattern. It formed within the bigger harmonic pattern, because this B was at 50 and this one was 88, which was a bat pattern. So it formed this way. You see, we had a bigger harmonic pattern as our goal, right? Our bigger harmonic pattern was our goal, but how we get there, you see, look at this. So this was our bigger harmonic pattern, right? At 88. But we had a smaller one. So I was expecting that the market will reverse over here. Now, at this point, I was looking for Elliott wave corrections to add on new trades. So I was expecting that it will fall from here after I saw this bearish engulfing. But I went up. Actually, our stop loss was above this one, so we couldn't hit our stop loss. So we had this regular flat. Okay, this is a regular flat. So if you've not entered, once you get a breakout over here, you should be entering for and put your stop loss above here, right? Put your stop loss above here and enter here to the downside. Now, where is our target? So our target is this. So for our target, we put this one here. Now, if the breakout market structure with smart money is at 50, now we had our divergence entered. We closed this form a regular flat correction. A breakout of the C leg of the regular flat correction should head down to complete the pattern. So the pattern is expected to complete at 88.65 level, which should be at 80.398. So we're expecting the market to sell all the way. Once it breaks this line, this trend line, we're expecting the market to fall all the way to this level. Right. So this is the goal for NZDJPY. So after the Elliott wave correction, we are expecting the market to trend all the way to this level. Okay. Now, by the time it gets there, you see that it will form a complete flat correction. Because this is an impulse leg, right? So it will form a complete flat correction. And this is the complete flat correction. Okay. Then we can have a bull up. Okay. Remember, it can also come down, right? It can also come down and form another bigger correction. Something like this. It can form something like this and break down. But we are targeting the take profit, which is the B. So we are expecting to hit around this level. And whatever happens over here, we'll let price action speak to us as to whether we should continue the sell or we should expect market to reverse. So for now, our immediate trend, we are expecting NZDJPY to put a surprise down to the downside. Guys, I hope you are enjoying the live session. I hope you enjoy the live session. If you've not subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe to the channel, and I promise I'll be bringing you live sessions like this for you to enjoy. Okay, I'll be bringing you live sessions like this. So stay tuned. I'll be bringing you live sessions like this. So from here, we are still expecting downward trend. Let me check. Okay, I'm still in profit. So with STR, you don't need plenty trades to actually be profitable. If in a month you're able to make like 20%, 10%, okay, come on. Big investors, they don't ask for huge profits. No, there is no investor in Dubai or in the US or whatever that asks for 20% per annum or 30%. Mostly they ask for 10, 15, maximum 20. Okay, so just trade safely. Don't risk too much on the account. If you've not watched how to calculate your lot size, there are some people, the moment they get a trade set up, then they enter. They don't calculate their risk. See, as a trader, you should not risk more than 3% of your account per trade. Your risk should be from 0.5 to like 2% or something. You should not risk more than 3%. Please, if you're over here, don't forget to like the video so that the YouTube algorithm can always suggest the video to others to also watch. Okay. Kindly click on the YouTube, on the like button so that the algorithm can always put the video and share it to people. So you shouldn't risk more than 0.5 to like 2% of the account per trade, right? You shouldn't risk it. Always make sure that you are within that. In fact, the proprietary firm, I'm not supposed to go beyond 5%. 5% drawdown. Okay, 5% drawdown. So I'm always risking 0.5%. I'm risking 0.5% per trade. And I'm almost at 10% in less than 2 weeks. So you don't need plenty trades to actually be profitable in the market. You need quality trades. And that is the secret of being successful here. Okay. Okay. Now, so we've done pound JPY, we've done AED JPY, NZD JPY. Someone was talking about gold. I've not been watching gold actually. I don't like analyzing gold because gold itself, gold oil disciplined me some years back. So I've not been watching them at all. But hey, as an analyst, you should always be looking at it. So you see, I think I already have analysis on that. So you see, I'm expecting a flat correction to the downside, right? I think I already have analysis on that. Now, this is forming a 5 waves. Now, let me see where the 5 waves has gotten to. This is a break of market structure. Let me see something. Where it has gotten to is very dangerous. It can just buy from here because the 5 waves, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. It can go from here, actually. Gold can buy from here. If it will go down, there should be something to tell me that it will go down. But if I get any divergence on lower time, because this can actually be a running flat. A running flat do not get to the end of the A level. So it can also be like this and still go up. Because this A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the end of the correction. So it can go up from here. However, if it breaks, then like if it continues going down or it breaks this support line, then that means that we are going to look for a very long ride down, right? But what I'm expecting actually is that It should find its bottom around here and be shooting up. Let me check from here. Let me look at the bigger trend on the market. Yeah, this is just a correction. Okay, so this formed an alternative bat pattern, 38113 alternative bat pattern. So this is just a correction. This correction is an ABC correction, but as to whether it's forming a regular flat, running flat, we don't know. So where you'll be looking at is the breakout of the C leg, okay, which is this level. This is the breakout of the C leg. So from this level, okay, this level is the breakout of the C leg. Now, any movement, any breakout over here should send the market to the top. Any movement at the breakout of the C leg, any movement, even if you get divergence over here. So up to now, there's no divergence. So it's still not ready. Probably we might find divergence on the lower time frame here on 1 hour or something. Okay. Maybe we'll get divergence around here, pushing the price. But for now, I think the correction has finished. From my point of view, I think it has finished. I would be I called this trade some months back. I remember I called that this one was going to drop for a very long time, and it did that. Now, maybe it would come to these levels, then it breaks up. But you see, flat corrections, it is a 3-3-5 formation, okay? Flat corrections are 3-3-5. Now, I believe that this, when you check the chart, this is an ABC, which will form A. Okay, these are alternations. These are called alternations in Elliott waves. Okay, these are called alternations, right? You see the flat corrections in them. These are called alternations in Elliott wave. Sometimes you don't get it straight like that. They are called alternations. Okay, so we have A, B, C, which will form A, B. This is a flat correction forming B, C. You get B, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forming C. So it is a 3-3-5 formation. Okay, this one is more than Moreno. Okay, so what you're expecting is a breakout. Maybe we should get. Now, the reason why I'm expecting it not to go again is that there was a harmonic pattern for me over here, right? There was a harmonic pattern. Now, this is the breakout market structure. When I put this one here to here, it gets to 78.6. Now, butterfly entered 1.272 or 1.618, okay? We should form a butterfly. So I'm expecting that around that confluence, market should start moving up, especially when I'm expecting dollar to be weak a little. Okay, I'm expecting dollar to be weak a little. So at this point, if it will go more down, I'm expecting that at least we should have some momentum up before it drops a little. But here I'm expecting price to respect the butterfly pattern to move up a little. That is from my side. Okay, I don't like trading gold. This one I Gattuso formation, yeah, more than Gattuso. So that is a flat. So zigzag is actually a 5-3-5 formation. Okay, the legs form 5-3-5, and flat corrections form 3-3-5. Okay, so it's something you should also note. This is advanced trading. This is actually advanced trading. Okay, guys. So this is it. This is it. Guys, excuse me. Huh? Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. So this is it. Let's wait for a breakout of this leg. Let's wait for a breakout. Or once we have a confluence at the current level, let's look for a buy opportunity. You can't buy now because market is actually falling. Okay, but let's look for maybe something should tell us to. You see, this one is forming an ending diagonal, like it's forming this, right? So let's wait, at least even this breakout, we should see some breakout to the top here, okay? Or a W pattern over here. Then we join the buy, okay? But I don't expect gold to go far deep now. It should start consolidating for the buys, okay? So this is it. Let's look for another. So at least to the next level here, form a W, then maybe a buy up. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Now, let's look for another pair. Please click on the like button if you've not liked the video, or if you don't enjoy it, you can still click on the dislike. I know some people, please don't go and click on dislike. Always click on the like button for YouTube algorithm to actually, so that it could motivate me to do more. Okay, there is a lot you guys need to learn. Like, if you want to be a pro trader, you should learn a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And that's what I'm trying to do. Okay. Now, USD card, yes. I even want to place this trade. I want to place this trade actually. I want to place it. Now, I told you I'm expecting dollar to be a little bit weak. Now, USD card is giving us a nice formation. Okay, look at this. It's just ranging like that. So after the impulse leg, we have A, B, C, D. I'm expecting maybe the E forming, the D forming, right? A, B, C, B, A, B, C, D, A, B, C. So I'm expecting this one to drop. When I check the 4-hour, I saw some, even 1 hour, I saw something over here. Look at this. This was an impulsive move. Then we have A, B, C. This is an expanded flat correction. An expanded flat correction, okay? This is an expanded flat correction. Now, I told you that when we have an expanded flat correction, you guys should look for the 3 types. Let me show you guys something. I always show you guys this thing on okay, let me. Types of Elliott wave flat correction. Maybe I have to show you guys this one. Okay, guys, look at this. Guys, you see this? You see this? So you see, after the impulse, A, B, C, you see the 335 and the rest I was telling you about. 335, this is the flat, right? The C leg is always the 5. The C leg is always the 5, right? So this is a normal 335 formation. And there are different kinds of flat corrections, right? There are different kinds of flat corrections. So we have the regular flat, expanded flat. Now, after the impulse leg, look at what happened on the flat correction, the expanded flat. The A came here, B went above the start of the A, and the C also went below the A. That is why it is called the expanded flat. Now, let's go back to our chart and look at something. This is what newbies don't learn. And that is where the money is. So look at this. A, the B, so we have A, B went below A, and C went above, the end of A. So this is an expanded flat correction. Now break out of the C leg. I think this could be a correction or something. I hope this was a correction. I was expecting to go further a little, right? You see this? So I'm expecting that this should actually go further a little before. I wanted it to probably get to this level, then drop, okay? Or it should break, you know, I'm just expecting, I was just expecting this one to break. It's a good sell, but entry matters. When I had this bullish engulfing, I'm not able to enter because I'm lecturing or I'm showing you guys, but I should expect this one to move up. I'm expecting this one. So after the breakout, there should be a correction, right? The correction can also be a flat correction like this, an expanded flat like this. Then go here, okay? Once it gets to this level, or maybe the other block before, maybe here, right? Then I'll shut it down. Because that would be the break of the structure. I just want a retest or a correction. A correction. I'm just waiting for the correction to enter the trade. Right now, it's going down, down, down. I'm sell bias. Now, this is the pattern, right? This is the pattern. So I'm tempted to enter now, but yes, I can enter though. This is 38.2. So I'm expecting it to hit at least 88. 88 Fibonacci ratio. Okay. So 88, we get to this level. You can see over here 88.6, right? 88. We should get to this level. Okay. So let me see. I want to see, maybe I can swing trade this one. Let me see whether I can swing trade so that I don't miss it. The way it's falling there. I was hoping that this one will go up a little because I don't like where it is. I wanted it to go up a little, then I could enter. Guys, what do you think I should do? What do you think I should do? Just drop it at the comment section, whether I should enter now or I should I should wait for a retest to the top, maybe of the trend line, then I enter. What do you think I should do? Guys, drop it on the comment section. Let me know what to do, because I want to enter now. So tell me what I should do. Tell me what. I should enter. Okay. If I enter in fools. Now let's look at UJ. Someone is asking of UJ. Okay, William said I should wait for retest. Yes, I'm waiting for possible retest because this is not a correction. After the impulse, like this cannot be a correction. When you have something straight like this, it comes straight. You should know that it's forming a flat correction. It will go up. It will definitely go up. So if this one formed something like this, like this and like this, then I might think that it will go like this. But if it comes, that would be a zigzag. But if it comes like this, straight, and it comes here straight, it will either come here or form like the expanded flat correction. Then it drops. Okay. So definitely I'll wait for a pullback. The price has already broken through the zone. This was the C leg. Actually. So ABC, it has already, and you see, the C leg entered or ended at 113. Okay, it ended at 113 and formed a harmonic pattern. Okay. Right. Form a harmonic pattern. So ABC, right? Now it has broken. I'm still expecting, it can drop, but I'm still expecting it to go up a little. At least it should go up. Give me that correction. Let me enjoy it. Let me enjoy the pullback. Then I would enter to the downside. Okay. Now let's look at UJ. I told you I'm still expecting JPY to be weak, JPY to be strong, USD to be a little bit weak. Now, there is something I saw. So we caught up the buy trade to this level. Now, this was the entry. So 61 to 1.27 is called a Nesta pattern, a Nesta. I think I don't see that pattern in STR because it's not popular. Most of the time, it ends at 161 here, but this is a Nesta pattern at 1.272, right? I can show you guys what a Nesta is. Harmonic patterns are based on the Fibonacci ratios. So I'm expecting a drop because I'm expecting yen to be strong, USD to be a little bit weak. I'm expecting a drop of UJ. Okay, you can see that I've drawn my line over here. So once it breaks this line down, I'm hoping that it will move all the way to this level. Okay. So we are from here. So this is actually a correction or something. A, B. Okay, so this is it. Now, this was A. Remember I told you that corrections, the C wave of the corrections are 5 waves, right? So if you have here as ABC, right? A, B, C. A, B, C. So this one will be, so from here to here is A, B, C will be B. Then the 5 waves, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so it should have been this way rather. So A, So from here, A, then A, B is going for this, right? It's formed, instead of it ending here, it took it as rather like an ending diagonal. So like this, then it start dropping, okay? Or let's look at something here, A, B, C, yes. Okay, so A, B, C, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we can see the up move. Yes, I think that is it. So it's formed, the C leg is forming a 5 waves. Now, this is the impulse wave, ABC correction, ABC correction. So 3, 3, 5. So the 5 is forming A, B, C, D, E. Once it gets to this level, it will push to the top. So that is it for USDJPY. Okay, that's it for USDJPY. Now let's look. I think I'll look for an entry for this trade. Let me look at the 15 minutes. Okay. Let me see whether I can enter this trade. I'll take the risk. Inshallah. I'll take the trade. Okay. Let me look at something. What if we wait for it to break this trend line? That would be perfect. Okay. It will be very, very perfect. Let's wait for it. Let me go to the feed. I'll take the risk. At least 0.5%. I'll take the risk. So I'm just calculating my loss size on using my FS calculator to look for the right loss size for my account, okay? Before I enter the market. That's what I'm doing. Entry 137, 131, 0.05. Try. Okay, let me enter and see. $15 minutes. Sell by market. And then, okay, so I just entered the USDJPY. I just entered. I want to see what will happen. So I was expecting to get to 161. I got to the next at 1 point, and it's at a confluence. So it just broke the confluence and entered. So it's more like a turtle soup kind of, more like a turtle soup kind of, setup. So I'm waiting for the fifth wave. It's a swing trade actually. I'm hoping that it will swing to the support level over here, 135.262. Okay. I've added it to my running trades. So ABC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. this is a pure Elliott tool. This has nothing to do with harmonics. It's STR. It's a pure Elliott tool. Now, if it forms an M pattern here, then it can go for more of like a harmonic STR setup. But I'm taking the risk. This is a risky trade actually. So if you're entering, just be careful. Don't risk so much. But I want to, it's a very good setup that I can leverage on and get very good risk to reward ratio. Now, if the market should play out as expected, that means that I'm expecting about almost 210 pips, right? Almost 210 pips on this trade. Almost 210. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Okay. So UJ. USD JPY, USD JPY. Let me add it to my portfolio. I think it should be part of my portfolio. I don't know why it's still not yet. Okay, let me add it. Okay. Where is the card? Let me see. This thing should start moving up. It should go up so that we can get some good entry for our trade. It should start going up. Okay. So any other setups? What setups are you guys looking at? CHF JPY. This one there is not even respecting the. Okay, so we're expecting to hit. It came to hit exactly where we're supposed to. I mean, our TP. You see, it came to hit it. So CHF JPY came to hit it. That is why it's not. We took it out. It hit our take profit. That's why I didn't add it to the next trade. But it can still go down. It can also go up from here. Okay. Just that CHF is weak. So I don't expect it to break so much. But let's see. Now, I saw CAD CHF. It's still bullish. Okay, CAD CHF has the same correlation with USD CHF and the rest. So you can see over here, we are still expecting it to at least hit this level. It's still a buy, but it should get a good entry. Okay, it should get a good entry. Yes, I trade with fundamentals. Sometimes when I'm confused, it gets to a point you have to go and look at fundamentals. I mean, the news for the week and see what are the movers of the week. If dollar will be strong or whatever, but fundamentals is not something I focus on so much. About 90% of my trades are basically on technicals. Okay, they are basically on technicals. And what moves me or what motivates me to pick a currency pair is the strength of the currency. So before I make any decision as to whether to buy or sell, I have to go and analyze the index of that currency. So if I want to trade dollar pairs, I have to analyze the DXY. If I want to trade CHF pairs, I want to analyze the SXY. If I want to trade the Japan pairs, I have to go and analyze the JPYX index and the rest. Okay. So these are what informs me. Now, CAD CHF, we had the trade around, we had it so late. We had it around here and it's still going. I'm still expecting to hit this level. CAD should give us some strength. I think CAD index, I saw CAD index. I think I saw CAD index. I analyzed CAD index the other time. Okay, so but CAD JPY should give us some sales, but you see, I was expecting to drop from here, but it's because CAD is strong. I did not add it to my portfolio actually. I was expecting that if it breaks this level, you see the line was here, but I didn't break it, so I didn't add it to my portfolio. So it's actually out. Okay, it's actually out. It's actually out. So CAD is really strong. You see, look at CAD index. CAD is going to be strong for a very, very long time, guys. CAD strength, look at this. So we had the full 5 waves. This is an Elliott wave, right? Wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3, right? Then we have here wave 4, wave 5. Okay. Now, so we have A, B, then the C. Now, it's forming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going up. So that means that this one form harmonic pattern, right? Okay. Now we are expecting another harmonic pattern because this was a breakout of market structure. Let me show you guys very well. So you can see this is a breakout of market structure, a retest. So we are going all the way to this place. So don't joke with CAD. CAD is going to be strong for a very long time. Okay, CAD is actually going to be strong for a very, very fucking, sorry, my word, the F word. CAD is going to be strong for a very, very long time, seriously. So, and the reason why I'm expecting to hit from this level is because this is 38. So it's going to 88 or 113, and 113 is here, right? So it's either 88 fib level or 113 fib level, which is here. It will be between 88 to, so it can even end at 1. Okay. So between 88, between here and here, that's where CAD index is coming to, right? So just be bullish on CAD. For CAD, think about buy. Okay, and look for yeah, the F word. And look for, I don't want you to ban me. So look for weak pairs trading against the CAD. Okay, just look for weak pairs trading against the CAD. Look for weak pairs. So let me add CXY. CXY. This is the CAD index. Okay. So anytime you want to trade a currency, go and look at the index and see the performance of the index. How it's performing against other currencies. Then, so this is my analysis for the CAD index. So that means that I'll be mostly I'll be bullish on the CAD index. Guys, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. This content, you are not getting it anywhere. Like, this is my own strategy, formulated from Elliott waves, harmonics, smart money, divergence, and candlestick formation. With divergence, the confluences are very tight, and they are mostly swing trading. So you can, if you're a day trader, what you can do is that you can use my daily analysis, my setups over here as a guide, so that you know that probably Euro JPY, probably Euro JPY are looking for a buy, Pound JPY are looking for a sell. So when I'm scalping or I'm day trading, I'll be looking for selling opportunities on this pair. Okay, so please go and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. See, with this content, I've not even gotten to 1,000 subscribers. I'm left with about 100 to get to 1,000. So you guys, come on, I'm doing a lot. It's not easy. I thought people are doing YouTube, it's easy, like, it's not easy. So please subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 1,000. Okay. So what are you looking at again? What are you looking at? Euro JPY. Someone said Euro JPY. Euro index. Euro index week. I was expecting this one to fly. I was expecting this one to actually fly. I think Euro, you see, this ended. Wow, then that means that this one is coming all the way down. So alive. Okay. You know, there is a bigger pattern here, right? There is a bigger pattern here, right? But I'm looking at the immediate one. The immediate one has completed. Let me see whether it has completed. We had this trade, I think you guys, if you guys remember, we had this trade, Euro JPY. It was a fantastic trade, like, let me check, 38. So it's come to 88 or 113. Look at where it got to, 113. Exactly at 113. This is an alternative bat pattern. This is an alternative bat. So we should see a buy move, a little buy move, or it should be consolidating over here. Okay. That is why I don't like Harmonics. Harmonics itself, the rule says that you are supposed to trade from D, which is this level. But you see, when it gets here, it gets too messy. That's why I don't like trading from the D. I'd rather trade from C to D. It's a long distance. You understand? So for here, it should consolidate over here for some time and wait for the yen strength to be over. Okay. Or it should go up to 38, at least 38.2 of the movement, which is this level, 38.2. When it gets here, it's 38.2, right? And I should consolidate over here because I'm expecting you to gain some strength too. Okay. Euro yen, because yen is strong, that's why I are seeing this momentum. Yes, it can drop. It can also drop. It can drop because yen is it's getting its momentum now. Okay, this is actually a flat correction. It's an expanded flat correction. It can drop, but I'm off yen because I'm expecting euro to, maybe when dollar becomes weak, maybe euro might be somewhat stronger. So that's why I decided to exit Euro JPY. Let me look at the Euro index. Yes, Euro is still weak. It's still weak. But there could be some magic over here. I'm telling you, this conference level is very strong. There could be some magic over here. That's why I am off Euro JPY. If you understand your fib level, you see the reason why, look at this. This pattern is a butterfly pattern, kind of. Oh, sorry, it's a shark or cipher. Yeah. Okay, so this might be a shark or cipher. Let me see. 61. Okay. So it's either 88 or it might get to 113, which is, okay. So it might get to this level. Now, if we get to this level, that means the euro yen will be strong, will be weak, like it will fall. Okay, if it goes to 113, it is still a shark pattern. So between 88 to 113 will complete the shark pattern. So if it goes down to complete shark, then that means that euro yen will continue to go down. Okay. By the time you complete the shark, then the yen weakness might set in, then we see euro yen moving up. Okay, it's possible. But for now, I'm off euro yen. Okay, guys, I'm off euro yen. So we could see it still dropping to this level. It's too short, actually, but who knows? Because euro is still weak. Euro is still weak. Okay. This euro index. Okay, so euro yen could still drop. Euro yen could still drop. Okay. So that's it. That's it. Where is CHF? Let me see whether there's divergence. Some big divergence like that. Let me see. Okay. It's not, the divergence is not that clear. I wanted to see some divergence around here to look for more, I mean, pull to the sell, but we still don't have divergence yet. So it's because CHF is very, very weak. CHF is very, very weak. It's one of the weakest pair now, weakest currency now, CHF. But I was expecting that this one might form maybe a W, then, but it's still trending up. If it breaks down, it will come. It might come to this support zone. Then we might see a buy move. Okay. Euro pound. I can't. I don't like checking that pair, but let's see. Okay, so you see, we're expecting to hit our level. Euro pound hit our level. Wow. Hit our level. This was straight smart money. So it was changing character, break of structure. Okay. Then came to retest the order block, the demand zone went up, broke it to, came to the demand zone, and we're targeting the order block, which is this small one. Now it's selling. It will sell, it will really sell. That means that pound should get some strength or something. Euro pound measures only euro and pound. Okay, it doesn't measure the strength of euro. Okay, we have the various index over it that measures the strength. Euro pound is just a matter of euro and pound. So let's wait for a pullback. Let's wait for a pullback. Now, this is actually, you see, this one is coming to, it's coming to the sell. There is a breakout market structure here. So once it's broken, it's forming a C leg, it's coming to this direction. It will come to the order block here, or it might even break it down. Then we see the up move. So for now, be sell buyers on euro pound. Just look for a pullback, okay? Just look for a pullback. Expect an M shape around this level. So let me draw the So we might expect something like this. Okay. Then it will go down, right? So look for an M shape. Look for an M shape. Look for an M shape. Okay. Look for an M shape around that area. Right. Then from here we can move up to the top. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it. Please, if you've not subscribed to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And the STR strategy course, if you want to learn how to analyze it, this is a golden opportunity for you. I'm not certain yet, but we might have another session before I make other decisions. No, I've analyzed pound JPY already. Let me see. I've analyzed pound JPY. We still sell buyers on pound JPY. Okay. Now this is a harmonic pattern, right? This formed a running flat correction. We are just waiting for the breakout. Once it breaks below the trend line, right? Once it breaks below the trend line, we should be heading for the sell. We entered our first sell. I mean, we had our trade from the top. So we had our trade from here. We added another one. So this one, I think we closed it here and we were waiting for the correction. So A, B, C running flat. Now I told you that the breakout of the C leg, this breakout of the dynamic support level, touch here, so it has to touch here. Once it breaks, we enter our sell, and that one will send us to the bottom over here, and this will actually complete. Let me check. 61.8, so it will come to 78.6, which will give us a Gatling pattern. The Fibonacci's are in my head, so I can just close my eyes and tell you where the Fibonacci has gotten to. So you don't need to memorize it, it will come by itself. Okay. Okay. Nika, I've seen your so it will come by itself. It will come by itself. You don't need to memorize it. It will come by itself, right? It will come by itself. And we are expecting it to hit this level. Okay. Any question, guys? Please, if you've not subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe and like the video. I want to see a lot of people. Everybody should like the video right now. I want to see the algorithm picking it and sharing the video. Like it, so that I'll be motivated. I'll be giving you live sessions like this so that you can also use it as a gauge to do your own analysis. This is not a trading signal. You should see this one as an education or for educational purposes. It should be educative to you. See this one for educational purposes and use it as a gauge to do your own analysis and place your trade, right? So please subscribe to the channel, so that I'll be giving you free analysis like this. And trust me, I'll always be giving you nothing but the best. Okay. I think, and please, if you're a beginner, we'll be having a free foundation course. If you want to have free Forex training, we'll be doing free Forex training very soon. You might want to join. And if you are an intermediate or you are already trading, and you are not successful, you might want to enroll in our STR strategy course. So just DM me or just follow me on Instagram, Dr Harmonics. Let me get it. Okay, so just follow me on Instagram, Dr Harmonics on Instagram, and DM me. I would direct you to the appropriate relationship manager to assist you with the onboarding process to start with your STR strategy. You should be able to understand Elliott Wave corrections. You should be able to understand harmonics, divergence, and that forms the STR strategy. It's a combination of different theories formed together to give you a very strong confluence to always have an edge on the market. Please, any question? If you have any question, let me know. If you have any question, please let me know. In India, please, I'll be coming up with this live session most of the time. So please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be coming up with this live session so that you can also be enjoying to see what I'm doing on the market, and you can also enjoy. For free mentorship, please join my Telegram channel. Okay, join my Telegram channel. I'll put the link in the description box, but you can join over here. Let me. So join my mentorship session on Telegram. You can join. This on Telegram. Okay, you can join this on Telegram. You can join on Telegram. Just join, and I'll give you free. All these setups are in the Telegram group, so it will be best if you actually join to also. And please don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Dr Harmonics. And let me say good. Is it also the time? Okay, so 6:20. Let me say good evening, and see you hopefully tomorrow for another session, another live session like this. My name is Dr. Harmonics, and I'll always be your favorite mentor. See you in the next live session. I'm out.